We're back to Neil Haley's show. And I think when we talk about defining leadership and what leadership is and how do you lead teams and how do you motivate, my guest is going to teach us a different way in certain ways. So I'm excited to welcome to the program Naama Pozniak. Naama, thanks for coming by. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Everyone is well.
Absolutely. So tell me specifically enough, how do you define leadership?
Oof, I have to take a deep breath before I start. So leadership, as we see today, as I call it, it's the hybrid leadership of the new now. Because I use the new now because nothing is normal and nothing never been normal and nothing will be normal in the next future. So leading in the new now, when you are dealing, when it was anyway very difficult and challenging, and we've seen leaders being depressed and experience anxiety and mental health, and having issues with their health, I see that the leadership currently as evolving in a way that you bring holistically the conversation of all levels of your team. So it's not one size fits all. It's really about adjusting to be energetically aligned with your team point of view, with your team involvement, growth. And we are moving from a KPI to an OKR, which is the objective key results, when you want to treat your team with compassion, empathy, and bring everybody together in a way that they are happier, more productive, and feeling better. So we are all on this healing journey together.
I tell you right now, I worked in the corporate world for a bit and I will never go back to it just because of the stress factors and how they really don't look at the bottom line for individual people and what their overall health is. And that's going to produce results and happiness. Health and happiness is going to produce results for a company. And they look at the bottom line results before looking at how is that employee or the employee's health and how are they feeling? Because those two things are going to equate to results for that company, right?
Right. And what we're seeing right now, that we all have health insurance policies that no one understands. And we are paying higher premium every year, higher and higher premium, and getting sicker. So what are we doing about that? And I feel that it starts from leadership. I know it starts from leadership because we are delivering the health insurance policies for so many years. We are in benefits of all kinds, and we are one-stop shop for everyone, healthcare. And I can tell you that it doesn't work. I can tell you that people do not understand what is this piece of paper that they buy every year, and there is no information about how can you really heal, how can you be more mindful about doing everything you do in your life, especially now in the hybrid environment. And you have now teams that work, some of them work from home, some of them work from the office, needs to communicate all over the world. The world actually became open. So we are like all one units that can transform information and understand how things can work and how can we bring the conversation of healing and the future of health. It's super important.
What things should employers look for employees right now to improve their overall health? What's one thing you would recommend?
It's the connection between the mind, body, spirit. So we need to have a holistic way of treating people. That on the body level, on the physical level, is the stress. We have to continue the conversation about the stress, about the mental health. We have a crisis in the United States. This crisis is wrecked and havoc families and economics and finances and our relationship, ability to love and live our life and evolve. So each and every one of us are going through this crisis. So we need to bring the physical level, then we need to bring the mental level, bring conversation about how can you be more mindful. the only way we can be more mindful is first to actually practice it. So you need to lead by example and be mindful and treat your team in a mindful way, meaning bringing them into the present moment, not stressing them, not understanding that each and everyone has their own life, needs to balance their own life. Then they bring the balance into work. I mean, the breaks, the drinking more water, the walking outside, the simple things of being in nature is so important. And you can, as a leader, as an employer, you can really lead by example and show it, physically how you're doing it. And then the mental health is, again, mindfulness into the present moment. And then the spirit is just being conscious, bringing the unconscious into the conscious conversation. So just allowing people to come in, understand that we need to try and invite employees to open their space and spend some time in quiet space. We can start meeting, doesn't matter in the boardroom or clients meetings or leadership meetings and conferences with few minutes of quiet space, meditation, stillness. We implement that into our team's future, and we slowly will start to see transformation and people being more mindful in a relationship with one another.
All right. So the best place we can find information on you and learn more about you, where can we go?
This is on rightplan.com. And you can also email me personally at Naama, Naama @rightplan.com. And I'm on all social media. So would love to connect. I think we need to continue making sure we continue the conversation and staying in touch and collaborate. Collaboration is a big deal in the future of health and well-being and leadership.
All right. Thanks, Naama, for coming by. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. You're listening to Neil Haley Show and watching the Neil Haley Show. We'll be back in just a moment.